Hello to everyone. How are you today? This is Joanna, and today I have a grocery haul for you. And I will say this, I had made an Instagram post. If you saw that, I was being kind of jokey because I figured I had $100 worth of nothing. But I didn't realize I had $126 worth of nothing. And the thing of it is, I have found out that going grocery shopping when you're on the cusp of not feeling well and are hungry at the same time seems to be as bad as going to the store when you're hungry because you'll get a lot of junk food, or going to the store when you're not feeling well because you'll get things for your cold but not necessarily anything else. But you can tell what I got here a little bit. So I'm just going to pull all this out and share it with you. No particular order, but I knew that today what I actually wanted, because I also had a table to go get, that was a bust for today. So there'll be a small story about that. But I wanted to make sure that I picked up some coffee. I wanted to make sure that I picked up something to eat for today and tomorrow as far as microwavable food or lunch meat or anything like that. And then I wanted to make sure that I got some hot cereal because I favor the cream of rice. So I kind of got some of that, and then I kind of got a few other things I didn't need. But then I added Pringles on my list, and then I added PF Chang. So that's what I'll probably have for dinner. And I'm just now getting home, and I left this morning. Then my Sephora box came. I wasn't expecting that. So I'll share that with you as well. If you want to see it, hang around at the end of the video. I wasn't going to. I was going to wait for everything to come, but I have about 6 orders minus this one, and I'll just tack it onto here. But I did go ahead and get Pringles. We knew that was coming. I was like a little child going around that corner eyeballing to see if they were there. And so I got 4 cans. And then as I was checking out, I was over by the grocery side. And y'all know I don't even like Reese's Cups. I say that all the time. I must like them. I got Reese Cups, a Heath bar, and a Twix because I was hungry. Also, what's missing from here, guys? You know those yogurts that I like to holler that I don't like, but I keep buying? Yeah, I bought one of those, and I tried to eat it there. I wasn't feeling too good, and I knew that I needed to eat. And I ate a piece of a breakfast sandwich here at home, and I drank some soda. So then I got that, and I was wondering, guys, why the strawberry tasted funny. It wasn't bad. It was really good, and then it dawned on me, guys, it was raspberry. So what they've done, those yogurts that I get, you know how some have strawberry and blueberry, some are one or the other. Well, they've incorporated raspberry, and I really like those. So I'm going to stop hollering that I don't like them. And the first time I get the chance, I'm going to pick up quite a few of them. So that's all that was in that bag. So the next things that I got, and I'll put these up when I pause a little bit, was you've heard me say I first found this Innovation rice at Target. And that one, I believe, might have been the chicken fried one because it was kind of spicy, but this is really good. Like if you want to put together your own mock oriental meal, or you just want something oriental-ish like, these are really pretty good. So then I also went ahead and got this little Alfredo chicken bowl because I do like these. And let's see, this right here was the little item that I got that I was going to eat right then at the store before I tore into my yogurt. And this is just their version of a chicken Caesar wrap. And I thought it looked good, and it was chicken. And usually when your stomach's upset or you're not feeling well, chicken or a burger for me usually helps. So I'll put this in the refrigerator for a later date. And then I think, guys, some of these PF Chang items were on sale. I'm not sure if mine were, but I did see some of them marked down for $3.39, and they're normally 6 something. So that would cause them to sell out. I did get the honey chicken, and I think this is the one that I'm going to make for dinner tonight. And y'all know these are nice and simple. You just put these in a skillet, and you heat the skillet, and it cooks down. It's got little ice chunks in there that is the sauce and all that. So they are really fantastic for that. And then I do have more PF Chang, but we'll just go in whatever order. I wanted some of those little cheeses that are in the little round thing. I don't know if they're Mini Bell or something to that effect. Wouldn't you know, I see them all the time, and then when I look for them today, they're nowhere to be found. But I did get one of these. There was a light one, like a Swiss and almond. I might go back and try that one. But I do tend to favor port wine cheese, so I thought that I would get this. And then somewhere in here, there will be crackers to that. The very first thing I picked up when I got in the store, guys, was these nuts. And usually I like nuts natural only because I'm used to the kind that you get at Christmas time. But I do like salted cashews, and sometimes I like the flavored almonds. But this little container, if I'm not mistaken, was like $7, I think. And they had dried cranberries. So I was looking at that thinking I wanted a mix of nuts and dried cranberries. And then they had the blanched almonds. And I love those in chicken salad. I didn't need any of that. I knew then that I was being foolish and I had to keep walking. But I did go ahead and get those nuts. So then the other P.F. Chang item that I got, I think, was this rice. Hold on. Can y'all tell that scared the mess out of me, guys? Another box just came. My Macy's. While I'm off topic here, I think I was stopping here. I was telling you that I got the P.F. Chang chicken fried rice. This right here is nice when you just want rice and no meat with it. So I'm going to go ahead and use the vegetable rice with the P.F. Chang honey chicken this evening. And like I said, while we're off topic, this nail polish that I have on, guys, if you can see this, this is the last one of the 7 Cuccio colors that I got. I'm trying to see if that will focus. I believe this one is called Brownie Points. And it doesn't want to come in. Let's see if I put it here like this. Yes. And I did want to say this is the last of those polishes. And if you'll recall, the one that I wore that was something getting into truffle or something truffle, I had mentioned that it seemed like a reddish blonde color. That's my description of colors. It probably made no sense. But I feel like that one and this one are close, but they are different on the nail. This one has a more golden hue to me. Whereas if y'all remember the OPI Germany collection, the 2 colors in there were Germanicure and Every Month is Oktoberfest. And everyone talked about how they look just alike in the bottle. But when you put them on the nail, they were completely different. My favorite was the Every Month is Oktoberfest. It was that deep purpley type shade. A lot of people love the Germanicure shade. They looked just alike in the bottle, and they were similar like this one and the truffle one, but on the nail, they look completely different. And y'all see my hands are still ruined. But let's get back to this haul. Let's see. Because that really scared me, that door. So I think what I'll do, guys, is I'll do the grocery now. And then I'll go ahead and show these two together since they're both beauty. So the next thing that I got here was the General Chang's chicken. So this right here is nice because I can use this with some of that vegetable rice that's left over. And it's got the broccoli and the chicken. However, this is my first time trying this. I do believe I have made for y'all the honey and possibly the orange P.F. Chang chicken before. And then here, and I have a lot of stuff, I have the spicy chicken. Now, I would go for this one today, but being I wasn't feeling well, I won't tempt it. And, of course, y'all know, I had to get my cherry Coke. These were $1.79 today. And I don't know if I got there when they loaded them up because they won't stay there. I'm pretty sure if I go to the store later in the week. What I need to do is I need to start getting like maybe about 3 of these at a time because I do drink my cherry Coke. And once you tear into it, a 2-liter don't last for a week. I probably need to buy a few. So because I was feeling like coffee when I went in the store and I wanted some plain coffee is what it was. Like I didn't want, you know, how when I went to Fresh Time and all that, I got that coffee. I wanted some plain or just normal coffee. So I got the Folgers coffee singles in decaf. I really like the flavor of decaf. And I miss when they made these bags like tea bags. And I did not know that they still did. So this is nice on those mornings when you just like, you can take these to work because you just put them in a cup and run hot water over them. You can make them as strong or as weak as you like them. So I was really glad to see these and they were all reasonably priced. These were like $5 and some change. So the next thing I got, and another reason I like this is because sometimes I want the flavor of coffee. Like when I used to take the kids to school and I wanted to come back home and sleep, I would get up in the morning and make a cup of this instead. So that I had the flavor and the essence of coffee without having the effects of the coffee with the caffeine. So I like this morning cafe, so I got that. And then, of course, y'all know that sometimes I want a stronger coffee that can hold up to creamer. So I got one of the 1850 coffees. All of these coffees are really good. Some are stronger than others, but they are full-bodied, and they definitely hold up to the creamer. They don't get weakened. So I also wanted to get some teas and some cocos. So I got this cocoa mix just because I saw it. Because a lot of times I go ahead and get the carnation. There's one that's really, really good and rich. And they've changed the packaging on me this year, so I haven't figured out which one that is. But I got that one, and you can make it with water. And then I went ahead and got two of these because years ago, Hershey's made a hot chocolate called, I think, Hugs. And I didn't realize at the time it was white chocolate, but it had chocolate chips, white chocolate chips in the bottom. And my daughter was 6 at the time. I got it just because I was out getting groceries like I normally do. She fell in love with that hot chocolate. She took it to school, and my son's second grade teacher, Miss Dean, because y'all know there's 10 years between them, so she was never my daughter's teacher, but I think my daughter, crossed paths with her in school. And so she loved it so much, she said, I want to take one to Miss Dean. And at that time, I didn't know who Miss Dean was. I just knew she was a teacher at my daughter's school. And I got one more box, guys, and they sold out. And it was Hershey's. I think it was called Goodnight Hugs. The box was really, really cute. And so when I saw this, it was reminiscent of that. So I'm going to go ahead and see how this is. And I got an extra box in case it's good so I can give my daughter one. Well, when my son entered school 10 years after my daughter, Mrs. Dean became his second grade teacher. And I'm going to tell y'all something, y'all. Miss Dean can cook. She was an older teacher, not super old, but she was in her early 60s. She could cook. But whenever they would have a baking event and they would get in the cakewalk line, she would want to win my desserts. And I was just flattered by that, because when you got somebody that can cook in their own right and they want a younger person's desserts, that is really, really nice. So I think she may have retired by now, but she was a fantastic lady. So I did get the cream of rice that I wanted, and I wanted to get some tea. And two of the regular teas that I favor in the fall time that are on the lower end, because y'all know that I love that vanilla Swiss almond, that's about $12 now, is the cinnamon stick and the Earl Grey. I just love the way a cup of Earl Grey smells in the wintertime when you wake up in the morning and you just want a nice hot cup of tea to start your day. And I also love the cinnamon stick. And guys, these are teas that I have been buying since I was in my early 20s, and both Twinings and Bigelow make them. So the last few things that I got here, and I'll put this stuff up, is I got these crackers, and these are rosemary and olive oil to go with that port wine cheese. And like I said, I'm going to go back if that one is good, and I'm going to try that Swiss and almond, because I like those kinds of spreadable cheeses. And this right here was because I wanted some white cheddar popcorn. And then I think the last thing that I got was this Coke here, because I was going to have the Coke and the sandwich roll and the yogurt. So I had the spoon for the yogurt, but I also got this because I was making iced coffee, guys, before iced coffee was a thing. And I'm not even saying that to be funny. You know, when you're a teenager, my friends used to tease me in high school. I would take cream of wheat back then and I would make it thin enough to drink. And I probably told you this story before. But I would make it thin enough to drink. I'd fill it with butter and sugar, and I'd have it like in a cup. And I'd be walking up the street going to school, and I would drink it. And do y'all know I wasn't hungry all day? And that wasn't even something I did on purpose. That was just something I did as a kid. And when my mom would make coffee, she would take the leftover coffee and put it in the refrigerator. Because I hated coffee so much, so I said I would mix in milk and sugar and just things of the like. So when they started making these syrups, and you can use these for hot coffee, cold coffee, you can put them in your tea. Another thing you can do with these is you put them over ice, and you put in like something like, say, the LaCroix or the Perrier plain, just no flavor soda. And they're Italian sodas. You know, you put a little bit of this. And for that, most people will use the raspberry or the strawberry. And it's just a little spin on an Italian soda. So you can have a caramel Italian soda. But I see these from time to time, and I don't really get them all the time. But these sell out, guys, at holiday time when people make their coffee bars and hot chocolate bars. So I couldn't let this one pass. And when I go back, I'm going to go ahead and get vanilla. People also like sugar-free. I prefer to have regular I've also been known to stir up a little cap full of these in whatever cocktail I'm having, especially when I'm drinking like some vodka, because I'll tend to mix vodka in plain Perrier or lime Perrier. But I wouldn't put this in that. But I mean, these are just nice to have, and especially for the people that make their own iced coffee. You need this kind of stuff. So that is all that I got, guys. This is my little haul for the groceries. I will go ahead and I will see you later, and I will come back and share with you what I got from Sephora and Macy's. And I will say, you know what? Oh, I know what I got from Macy's, because I'm thinking of a Lancome order. My Sephora order, I was telling someone about Klarna and Afterpay, and I think I got this Sephora order under Klarna. So I'll explain that a little bit more later if you're unfamiliar with that, but it's one of those little shopping apps where you can split up the cost of your purchase. So until the next time, everyone have a great day.